What is going on, everybody? Supr Gaming here. Today on the channel for Marvel Contest of Champions, we are doing the champion spotlight for Elsa Bloodstone. Now, let's go over her real quick. Elsa Bloodstone is the second of her name, daughter of the legendary vampire hunter Ulysses Bloodstone. Elsa possesses the ancient blood gem artifact, granting her superhuman capabilities and the ability to destroy any vampire foolish enough to drink her blood. Elsa's bloodstone mechanics. Elsa focuses on unloading both of her ammunitions as quickly as possible to maximize her damage output. They should empty her behemoth buster rounds first and then focus on her hellfire rounds. Behemoth, I don't even know if I said that correctly. So here are her base stats and abilities. Alright, so here are her base stats and ability, but I don't really want to cover any of that right now. I want to go over her strengths. High resistance champion. Elsa busted debuffs deals a burst of direct damage whenever she lands a critical hit on her opponent, bypassing any of their resistance. That sounds cool. Advantage against stun immunity. Elsa has a counterattack built into her evade that allows her to combo off a well-timed block, even if the opponent was immune to the parry mastery. Non-damaging debuffs. Elsa's blood gem will purify any debuff while she's affected by a non-damaging debuff and convert them into a precision buff. Weaknesses: true strike and true accuracy. If the opponent has true strike or true accuracy, she's unable to access the well-timed block. Well-timed block evade. Well, we'll see. Incinerate and cold snap immunity. If the opponent is immune to both Incinerate and Cold Snap, she will lose out on a major source of damage. Next is her abilities. The Blood Gem Protection. When Elsa is affected by a bleed debuff, non-mutant champions gain a passive degeneration, dealing basically 146 direct damage over 0.5 seconds until a bleed debuff on Elsa ends. While this degen is active, opponents are also heal blocked. That is cool. That sounds well. It seems like she's like more a defender at this point, because I guess if you're attacking, you don't want really to get hit and get a bleed debuff on you. But yeah, that's kind of sounding pretty cool, man. While suffering from a non-damaging debuff, Elsa has a 100% chance to purify one of any debuff every 2.60 seconds. After purifying a debuff, Elsa gains a precision buff, increasing critical rating by 2,000 for 9 seconds. Well-timed blocks. When performing a well-timed block on a basic attack, Elsa has a 100% chance to evade. This ability goes on cooldown for 11 seconds. So wait a minute. When performing a well-timed block on a basic attack, Elsa has a 100% chance to evade. Wow. Really? Wow. I like to see that. When performing an evade, Elsa's counterattack with a revolver and deals 182.4 direct physical damage on a hit. This attack generates no power for the opponent. And then here's the enhanced munitions. Elsa loads her Winchester with the hellfire rounds of her revolver with the behemoth busters. Each gun can fire 6 rounds before reloading. Reloading lasts 11 seconds. Each stack of the reloading increases Elsa's offensive power rate by 40%. So here's the Winchester hellfire rounds, medium combo ender and special 1. On hit, inflict a incinerate debuff, dealing 608 energy damage over 11 seconds. This also removes perfect block chance and reduced block proficiency by 50%. If the opponent has triggered an evade or they are immune to incinerate, a matching cold snap debuff is inflicted instead, which prevents evade from activating. Kind of like the way that she is, man, so far. But you never know until you actually play these champions, right? Damage wise, we'll see. Obviously we'll see on the damage. It's all this stuff it's hard to tell. I like to actually play the champ. So for the revolver, behemoth busters, light combo ender and special 2. On hit, inflicted a busted debuff, increasing the potency of incoming incinerate or cold snap debuffs by 50% for 21 seconds. Additionally, each time the opponent is struck by a critical hit, deals 3 or 4 direct damage for each busted debuff. This damage scales with the base attack only. So her special attacks are focus fire. On activation, gain a precision buff, increasing critical rating by 3,000 for 9 seconds. This precision is paused until Elsa activates her next special attack. And special 2 is the bigger they are. If Elsa runs out of her behemoth busters, she will fire her Hellfire rounds instead. And her special 3 is from Dust to Dust. Gain up to 3 cruelty buffs, each increasing Elsa's critical damage rating by 222 for 22 seconds. The cruelty buffs expire 1 at a time. Each time Elsa triggers a reloading effect, she refreshes their duration. Alright, so her signature ability is Huntress of the Contest. When fighting science champions, critical hits with Hellfire rounds deal an additional 1824 damage. When fighting #large or extra large champions, critical hits with the Behemoth Busters deal an additional 1824 damage. Elsa's critical damage rating is increased by 857.14 when fighting the final node in a quest. And last, let's go over the synergy bonuses. Hunting Party with Darkhawk, 4-star and above. Elsa Bloodstone, so this is for Elsa. When fighting villains, Elsa gains the effect of a level 1 Assassin Mastery. If the Assassin Mastery is already required, it is instead activates when the opponent is below 25% of their maximum health. For Darkhawk, Darkhawk instantly charges 50% of a bar of power when entering a mode from a different mode. Beauty and the Beast, 4-star and above. So the cooldown for Elsa's evade counter attack is reduced by 2 seconds, and then Beast special 3 Fury is maintained until his combo count is reset. And then everything else, yeah, just really nothing crazy. So they have here recommended masteries to put on precision and lesser precision. I think most people already have that. The Despair one, Elsa can quickly unload several long duration debuffs on her opponent if used correctly along with the mastery. She should be able to prevent the opponent from gaining any meaningful regeneration. And then obviously Assassin. A lot of people have Assassin. So you know, I like skill champions. Skill champions is one of my favorite classes, so I might like using her. So guys, that is it. What do you guys think of Elsa Bloodstone? Me personally, I like skill champions, but when you read them on paper, they sound cool, but I actually, when you start playing them, you're like, you know. So for me, yeah, I always like to play the champion. You could read, they could sound really cool on paper, but until you play the champion, you never know. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't give her regeneration. And then also, like, reading over her abilities, she has a fake hand that does like energy damage. I think there was a couple other things that they didn't really do her how I read about her abilities and everything. But you know what? They got their reasons for doing whatever. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. So let me know, are you guys going to grind for Elsa Bloodstone? Me personally, I'm not. I'm still scarred from my clairvoyant grind. But yeah, that's going to be it for me in this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, please drop kick that sub, hip thrust that like button, donkey kick that notification bell to be notified if I go live or upload a video. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, man.